Good morning, children. Welcome back to our Google Classroom. Last class, we have discussed about the quadrilaterals. Here, we will study the quadrilateral parallelogram in detail. You know what is a parallelogram? Parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose sides are parallel. Two pair of sides are parallel. So we will study parallelogram in detail. What about its angles or sides? Moreover, its diagonals. Such properties of angles or diagonals we will study in this class. We will watch the video. Here we will discuss the properties of parallelogram. First property, the opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. What is the property? The opposite sides of a parallelogram are in equal measurement. Opposite sides are parallel, that you know, and moreover they will be equal length. We can do an example. Find the perimeter of the parallelogram PQRS. Here in PQRS, PQ equals 12 cm and QR equal to 7 cm. Using these two measurements, we can find the other two sides and thereby the perimeter. Here PQ equal to 12 cm, RS 12 cm. Why RS equal to 12 cm? This RS is opposite side of PQ. So they are equal in length. So RS equal to 12 cm. Reason we written here, opposite sides are equal. Next, QR equal to 7 cm. That is given here. Here QR 7 cm. Using that side, we can write PS equal to 7 cm. What is the reason? Same reason. Opposite sides are equal. Now we got all the four sides. PQ, QR, RS, PS. So we can find the perimeter. What is the perimeter of a polygon? The length around the figure, is it? So the length around PQRS means PQ plus QR plus RS plus PS. We added these four sides and got the answer 38 cm. So perimeter, you must know perimeter before doing the problem. Perimeter is the length covered by a figure or the length around the figure. Here we added the four sides and got the perimeter. So which rule is used here? We used the property of parallelogram. Which one? The opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. Very important. The opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. Okay. This is the first property we study in the case of parallelogram. Next property is about the angles of the parallelogram, in which first one, the opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal measures. We found the opposite sides are equal. Here the opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal measures. Another property, the adjacent angles. What do you mean by adjacent angles? The angles nearby. The angles nearby the side of a common side. The angles in the common side is called the adjacent angles, or the nearby angles in the parallelogram are called adjacent angles. So the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. What do you mean by supplementary? Supplementary means the sum of two angles is 180 degree. Supplementary angles means the sum of two angles is 180, then these two angles are supplementary. Here say the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. With these two properties, we can do the problems. That opposite angles are equal and adjacent angles are supplementary in a parallelogram. These two rules or these two properties are used to solve the problems. Okay. Then example 4. Here best is a parallelogram. Best means B-E-S-T, the vertices of a parallelogram. Find the values of x, y and z. This is the question. So here this is the parallelogram with the vertices B, E, S, T. So we write as best. Otherwise you can say parallelogram B, E, S, T. No problem. Here this one angle B is given there 100 degree. Using only this angle we have to calculate the x, y and z. So look here, 100, B equal to 100. Then using this 100, how can we find out x? These two angles are opposite angles. So by the property you can write x equal to 100 degree. Why? Opposite angles are equal. So we write x equal to 100 degree. Reason, within bracket you should write the reason why you have write the statement in the problem. So here x equal to 100 degree, reason opposite angles are equal. Then we find z. Using x you can write z. So here z equal to, they are adjacent angles, they are supplementary angles. 180 minus 100. So 80 degree. These two angles are supplementary because they are adjacent angles. Then we can find y. Y and x are corresponding angles in a parallelogram. X and y are corresponding angles in a parallelogram. So you have studied in last year the parallelogram. A transversal cuts by a parallelogram, then the angles, corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. So y equal to x. Y equal to x. That means y equal to the same measurement 100. Okay. Same answer. You will get 100 degree. Now we found x, y and z. Neither method, if you are finding y using x, then if it is getting y, you can write this z as 180 minus 100 because these two angles are linear pair. Linear pair, what do you mean by linear pair? The angles made by a straight line. That is, the sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. Linear pair means the angles made by a straight line and they are supplementary. So, if you are finding at first y using the method of corresponding angles, z you can find using y. That means 180 minus y, 180 minus 100, z equal to 80. Anyway, you can write, but the properties should be correct about the parallelogram. Okay. Next question. In a parallelogram ring, if measure of angle r equal to 70 degree, find all the other angles. One angle r is given in the question. Using the properties of parallelogram, you should find the angles. Which are the properties we found here? Opposite angles are equal and adjacent angles are supplementary. So measure of angle R is 70 degree. That is given. Then which one is its opposite angle? Angle N. So angle R equal to 70. Opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle N equal to 70 degree. We write here measure of angle N equal to 70 degree. Reason you should write within bracket. Opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. Next, we are going to next angle I. Measure of angle I. Measure of angle I equal to 180 minus 70. Why? Angle R and I are supplementary adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Angle R and angle I are adjacent angles. So, adjacent angles are supplementary. That means their sum is 180 degree. If one angle is given, the other angle we will get by subtracting that angle from 180 degree. That means measure of angle I equal to 180 minus 70 because they are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are supplementary. So, from 180 we subtracted. Okay. So, here we got 110 degree for measure of angle I. You understand, children? We used here adjacent angle property. Adjacent angles are supplementary. So, one angle is 70 degree, other angle 180 minus 70. That's all. Okay. Then measure of angle G. Now, we got all the other three angles. The rest of angle is measure of angle G. Here, measure of angle G. G is opposite to which angle? I. Therefore, what is the measure of angle I? 110 degree. We can write measure of G also 110 degree because they are opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal. So, we can conclude the answer that measure of R equal to measure of angle N equal to 70 degree and measure of I equal to measure of G equal to 110 degree. These are the four angles in the parallelogram ring. Okay. Next question we do from the exercise. Question 2. Find the values of the unknowns x, y, z. X, y, z are the angles in the parallelogram. So, you observe the parallelogram. Here given parallelogram is ABCD. Vertices are ABCD. Angle B is 100 degree. How will you start your step? With the given angle, you have to relate the other angle. That means which property you know that you use at first. Here any of the property, that means adjacent angles you can use, otherwise opposite angles. So we can use first the opposite angle theorem. So here 100 degree, therefore y is also 100 degree. They are opposite to each other. That means y equal to 100 degree. We wrote the reason opposite angles. Understood? Then measure of angle A. Measure of angle A equal to Z. That means angle B and angle A are adjacent angles. So, their sum is supplementary. Sum is 180. Therefore, measure of angle A equal to 180 minus 100. 180 minus angle B, 80 degree. So, X and Z we got. Next, we will go for measure of angle C. X equal to measure of angle A, that means opposite angles, that is equal to 80 degree. Okay. So, here we got Z and Y. Then we have to find X. X equal to measure of angle A, that means X equal to Z itself. They are opposite angles. That means Z we got 80 degree, therefore X is also 80 degree. That is X equal to 80 degree, Y equal to 100 degree, Z equal to 80 degree. So, very important, the properties of parallelogram. Three properties we studied now. First one, opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Second one, the opposite angles of a parallelogram equal. Third property, the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. That means their sum is 180 degree. Using this formula, we will do more problems in the next class. Okay, thank you children.